Right, Ronnie, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Brian.
Ronnie Duignan.
That's the one.
Late Night Radio. What's the lineup of your band?
Well, we've got four lads in the band, and we've been together, the same four lads, for the last 10 years, nearly since the band started. So, good, loyal guys, I suppose you could say. Which, you can...
Donnacha, Dave, Donal.
Donnacha, Dave, Donal, and Duignan.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 4 Ds. So, that's us. So, we've got myself on bass, and sound and lights, and sometimes piano for a first dance if it's needed.
Yeah, I saw a clip there.
Of me vamping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 3-chord trick special stuff, but anyway.
It's nice to mix it up though for a first dance.
It is.
That you have that there.
It is. No, it is handy. And then we've got Donnacha, our lead singer, he can sing anything pretty much, He's got great range, great tone. He just, when you hear guys singing a song, you're going, that really doesn't suit him.
Yeah.
It just suits him. He's able to just...
Well, that song that you had up online, people can look it up. Oh, did you put it online? Lady Gaga.
No, I
the
didn't
first
put it
dance
up
with
at
you with
all.
the piano.
No,
you should put that up.
Yeah,
it sounded class.
Thanks very much. I might just put it up. A link under here.
We'll link it. To that. And so everyone, where are you based? It doesn't really make any difference, but...
Well, just before I go, because Donal as well, he plays the guitar and he does sing. So we have 3 vocalists in the band.
Yeah.
But Donal also plays a bit of mandolin as well.
Oh, yeah, he does, yeah.
It's kind of mixed up a bit of Irish stuff, people wanted, and a bit of the ho-hays and the hey.
And then Dave is just drumming.
Dave drums. And he actually shouts while he's drumming.
Does he?
Yeah, he does. He'd be drumming like, hey, yo. He does all this sort of crack, So.
Good inspiration, like kind of...
Yeah. No, he does. He just...
Is he giving out? Or is he...
No, he never gives out.
Hey,
he's the most positive guy in the band.
You play all over Ireland then, do you?
We do. We kind of base ourselves mostly around the Shannon, West, East. And, we do a bit in Donegal and that, but down south, not so much,
Well, I find it's just... You get into an area and that's where you get your repeat work then, because that's where the families and friends are that have seen you.
True. Yeah, and then it can change again, because sometimes if you're playing a lot in a particular hotel or venue or area, people kind of look for something outside of that area just for a bit of change. So we could end up playing like, there in the last couple of weeks we're playing over in Leinster direction, and all of a sudden there's a new market you're tapping into there as well. So
we did one wedding. I still know the wedding down in Kerry about 7-8 years ago, and we still there's friends and family. There's that thread going on that we get down there every now and again.
We had a Wexford wedding we did back about 400 years ago, and Colin and Darren, actually, I can remember their names and all, because we ended up doing 7 weddings for their mates, and it was great crack. We used to stay down and everything,
Yeah.
We wouldn't be drinking or anything like that afterwards,
No,
we just
tea and biscuits.
Tea and biscuits, head the hay, get ready for driving back the next day.
And is it only weddings you do then, or do you do the pub scene or?
Pretty much. We do have a gig coming up in soon in April in the Kentucky in Rooski.
Is that more of a showcase though?
Well, it works out as both. It's a great way to showcase ourselves, and we'll be promoting it for people to come and see us for weddings and things like that. But it also gives us a chance to kind of play something a bit different as well than that we mightn't get away with in a wedding set. Because you're less conscious of playing stuff in a pub for people to dance to. You can actually throw out some nice numbers. We'll say this, like the Lady Gaga tune or whatever like that.
Where a wedding is just, it's the floor is the important thing.
Yeah, you got to keep them on the floor,
And even, you could have a lovely song, and it could even be requested, but it's going to kill the floor.
Yeah,
you can't really
that can happen too. People come up and say, will you play such a song? And we're like, man, what a tune. But...
And how would you describe Late Night Radio set if somebody rings you up? What do you play?
Okay, it's a very dynamic set, and it's not fixed. So in other words, what happens is that when we talk to our couples, our brides and our grooms, our brides and brides, or grooms and grooms, and we figure out from them, based on a form we have, what sort of stuff they're into and that sort of thing, and get an idea of the genres that they might like. But also we'd ask them as well the kind of age profile of who's going to the wedding and that sort of thing. And that gives an idea, and where in the country they're kind of from. So there are things we take on board. And then we can decide on the set then based on that. We also then, because we throw in the complimentary DJ as part of our package, we encourage couples to send us a list of the songs for the DJ set.
Yeah.
And that gives us a great idea into what their taste is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we will build a set in that. So sometimes we would have weddings where the whole first half could be country.
Yeah.
Or the whole first half could be mix of 80s, 90s, whatever. Then the second half then could be, again, a mix of... We tend to go from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, noughties, right up to whatever is kind of relevant that will work to keep a floor going in the charts right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, and that's it, mix it up. And if you look after people in the first half, we'll say, for example, you've got uncles and aunts who are into jiving and stuff like that. If you look after them in the first half, they'll come out and dance to all the other stuff in the second half because they'll feel like they've been included in the
well, you have to include them. Like,
of course you do, like, you know.
Well, I know, like, some bands wouldn't. You know, some bands don't do waltzes and that kind of thing. But I think for the sake of, 5 or 6, 10 minutes. Yeah. I don't even know that we do 10 minutes now. Like, we've got 2 sets of waltzes, we call them. But that's 2 songs in each set. Yeah. And they're not full songs. But it's still loads, like, everybody's happy.
Plenty.
You know.
Plenty.
And if you don't like waltzes, it just gives you time to go to the bar, get a drink and you're back, it's over.
Yeah, and it's good to have a break. But even if people don't want waltzes, if they say don't want waltzes, it's nice to even put in a slow set. You know? A couple of cool tunes.
I've always, like 10 years, whatever we're at this, I've always done a slow song, at least one, midway through the second half.
Yeah,
I think that's when they need a bit of a break.
Sure.
And it'll help your build up at the end.
Bingo.
You know,
people get a bit of a chance to just, you know.
And so, well, some nights a few couples might come out, but some nights the floor could be mobbed for a slow song, and you might go into a second one. Yeah, you know. So then, if a couple comes along and goes, okay, Ronnie, we want to book the band, but we want, can we ask you to include this song, that song? Do you learn songs all the time?
It's one thing we pride ourselves on.
Yeah,
we have a kind of an unwritten policy of learning all first dance songs. We don't do MP3s where at all possible.
Yeah,
it doesn't sit well with me at all, or the lads, because we're professional musicians at the end of the day.
Well, it's nice to do it though.
You know,
just to keep interest.
I just think it's and I don't want to down anyone, but it's a bit of a poor reflection on pros playing music if they have to hit play on tape for the first song of the night. You know what I'm saying? It's not something I tend to. If you're ever at a wedding where we have to hit play on tape, I'm the guy that's sitting at the side of the stage. You know, I'm not on the stage.
You're sulking.
I'm just like this, you know. And then, you know, we even said to people, you know, if there's a special song from when you met up, you know, that had your first shift or something like that, you know, or that Sister Benizi caught you at the back of the cloisters in the convent school, having a quick rumble in the jungle. Then tell us what it is. We'll you know, unless it's done by a 15-piece orchestra and you know, some monks that can sing 2 notes at the one time, there should be no problem.
Because Donnacha has a great range. Like that Lady Gaga song again. You should put that out.
I will.
That's not a song that you'd a male vocalist. You wouldn't think he'd nail it like the way he did.
No, it's savage. Yeah, it's absolutely savage. He does a great job in it. He's just got the range, as you say. It's, you know, and so when you have that talent in the band, it should be used. So first dance, you've got this guy who can sing anthem so well, and you're having him stand there
playing a CD.
Just, no, it doesn't say.
How much notice do you need for that then? What do you recommend?
Generally, we say to people, you know, with a first dance, a month's notice. Now, it doesn't take us a month to learn a song, of course it doesn't. Yeah. But if we have a busy period,
you might meet up.
We that's it, you know, time can be precious, but we tend to meet up for rehearsals, if not every week, every second maybe week, you know, to prepare for each wedding that's coming up. Rehearsals are good for us anyway. Learn new little sets, medleys, whatever we're doing, you know.
We've kind of done a lot. We're getting a lot more into the kind of virtual rehearsal bit where, you know, if we're not meeting up, if we get a last minute request for a first dance, I might say to the lads, and Keith might send me a guitar track, and then I'll sing over it here and maybe send it back and go, that's the arrangement. You know, it's very handy. Because
even we had Brett, I can't think of the guy's surname, song they're just gone by this weekend, and it didn't suit for those. One of the guys had a new baby, so congratulations to Donal there, and so it just didn't suit to meet up. So fair play, Donnacha recorded it on his iPhone with the guitar, and we went. Just
you knew exactly what he was
going to do, and in the same key and the whole. I thought, winner.
And then you said you offer the disco as well.
Yep, It comes in complimentary with the band.
Every booking is just like there.
Absolutely, yeah.
And what's the setup? You look after the discos, don't you?
No,
Or is
well,
it done? You and Donnacha,
yeah.
split it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Between us, we've loads done. But I feel the advantage of that is that we've read the floor for the last 2.5 hours or so, and we've kind of an idea of what seems to be going down well.
Yeah.
We've got our list from our couple.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll say to couples, when you're sending out your invitations on the RSVP, put down little things saying, what song would you like included in the DJ set?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, then you've got a whole list from your guests.
If that song fails, then you can pull up the list and go,
John Derry, it's his favourite song.
It's his fault.
Yeah. It's one by Kajagoogoo, and it was on the B-side in 1982.
You gotta love the guys that ask you 10 times for a song and then they don't dance themselves even.
That's right, yeah.
Don't
Or
on the floor.
the ones where you play the song and you just see them going off out to the toilet.
Yeah. After asking 10
Especially
times.
for Toilet Boy.
Yeah, but we're going. Actually, I'm going to have a few DJs on the show as well, just to kind of fight their corner.
You know what? DJs are great.
I was like the last show. The guys in from Hi-Fi were having that discussion. Again, there's good DJs and bad DJs with bands and on their own.
I agree.
And I think you're probably known as probably one of the best sound systems in the country at this stage.
Well,
like if there's a new speaker with Made in Germany today, you'll have it tomorrow. But like that's one major factor. Like when it comes to you with sound for a disco, like I don't think there's any DJ that'll rival that in the country.
That's very good. Now
there isn't even many bands that rival what you're doing.
We have a great system, and the thing with our system is that it costs us a fortune.
Yeah.
But it means that we can play anywhere because it's modular.
Yeah.
It can be made as small. Like we have played the Baronial Hall in Lochrin, which is like your sitting room, a little bit larger than most sitting rooms, to be fair. Yeah. And we've done street festivals. So that's the kind of, and then for the DJ set, as you say, it's plenty of oomph.
And how long does it take you to set up then?
Well, we're kind of, what I like about our setup is that we don't have any guitar amps on stage and we've no backline. So all that's on stage is the 4 lads with their instruments and a drum kit. And that's pretty much it. And I have a mixing desk. Yeah. So our setup time is quick. It's probably, once we can get into the room, get access to the stage area, probably 40 minutes. Yeah. I'd say.
Very quick.
So, which is really quick. Yeah. Now, look at, some people like to have the bands set up and start, have an early set up and start. And there's pros and cons to that. It means your band gets started, true. But how many people are able to have a 4-course dinner and a couple of pints as well and a few vinos and, the shirt is under pressure and get up straight away and start leaping around the floor?
Well, it's exactly the same as your dinner dances. We had a function just gone Saturday night in Sligo. And again, now it wasn't too bad because they had presentations between the meal and us start. We set up during the day, but it still always takes about. Now it was unusually fast this weekend for them to get going. But usually, I'm always saying like the first half an hour, I'm not expecting miracles at a dinner dance because it takes them to get up, walk around. So I think at a wedding, an hour from standing up from the top table to walking back on the floor
is a perfect time. Yeah, you can get refreshed, go upstairs and
the key is I don't think you could say to get the band started early, but that you need to save time earlier on in the day. Yeah,
you do. That's because most speeches with the grace of intentions, it's you're probably going to ask me what's setup time like. Maybe it would be good, but I mean it all depends on how quickly you get into the room. Because
that's it. Yeah.
But on average, usually it's 9 o'clock. Around 9 o'clock
get
or
into
so.
The room.
Yeah, get into the room roughly, and then you'll be hoping for a 10 o'clock start. Then by the time you're set up by about 20 to 10, quarter to 10. Bit of a sound check done or whatever. Yeah. And then by the time the bridal party get all the people together, because where's Johnny? Oh, Johnny's gone off, and whatever. So, but you're around 10 o'clock.
I always tell, expect 10. It could be a little bit before it.
Could be.
Sometimes you might turn up at a venue at 8. We always arrive around 8 and it could be all up.
That's true.
Yeah,
there's certain hotels actually where they're ready to rock it. 8 o'clock.
But just expect around 10.
Around 10, yeah.
And do you do anything then on the ceremony music side or drinks reception?
No, I mean, it's not something we've explored, to be honest with you, because we've other commitments outside of the band as well. So therefore, it hasn't really worked out. Sometimes friends might ask us, many neighbours might say, will you be able to do drinks? And if it suits me on a Saturday, a particular day, because I have 4 children as well, I'll do it, But generally, it's not something we'd promote.
You'd know people anyway.
Absolutely, we can advise people and point them in the right direction. Yeah.
So that's good. That's the basic lowdown. How do people check availability?
Well, there's a couple of ways. Where our website obviously is one way. You can send in
Late Nite Radio. Is it?
.com, www.latenightRadioband.com, and it's NITE instead of NIGHT.
Yeah.
The NIGHT is the band in America. There is another one.
Oh, there is a Late Night Radio.
And one time they're a big
band. Were they
band.
Before you? Is that why you went NITE?
No, they weren't. They were after us, but
because I always thought it looked better anyway. NITE.
Yeah, it's just in case.
How did the name come about?
Mr. Gray comes looking for us.
Just because of that?
Probably, yeah. It's a good song, Late Night Radio. And I just thought,
Did he spell it that way?
No, he spelled it the proper way. But this band in America, you see, they played Coachella and everything. And so we got tagged in one of the things. And all of a sudden there was like
they could use
thousands of hits on our...
They could use your PA for Coachella.
Well, they probably could. So there's that. And then there's Facebook, which is... And we're on Instagram as well. So you can kind of...
Do you find now there's a lot more traction on Instagram than Facebook? That's what I
find Facebook better now.
Do you?
Yeah, even though I know that a lot of people would suggest Instagram, but I don't see the traffic coming in through our Instagram as much as I would on the Facebook
side. So that's great, Ronnie. Thanks for coming in.
No worries.
And I'll link everything. So Late Night Radio, check them out for your wedding.
Brilliant.
Talk to you soon.
Thank you very much.
Ronnie.
Thanks, Brian, for having us.